Hey guys, what's going on? Shadow of Nexus back here with another video. This time I'm going to be talking about some sad news here and really a conversation that has to be talked about. Is Microsoft bad for gaming? Them just buying up all these studios and then shutting them down. If you guys have not heard, Arkane Austin is being shut down, and as well as Tango Gameworks. Now, Arkane Austin released Redfall recently. Didn't really get too much praise from critics. I personally do really like the game. When it comes to the gameplay and stuff like that, I thought it was solid. I think the story is not really quite as good, but I would definitely recommend playing it just for maybe 2 hours, whatever, just to see if this is your type of game. But I personally enjoyed it, right? When it comes to Tango Gameworks, they just released their recent game was the Hi-Fi Rush, right? Hi-Fi Rush, and basically they just shut down that studio. I mean, they were saying Hi-Fi Rush was a success and all that, and it's really a shame. And also, this is Microsoft's only Japanese game studio, as far as I know, right? So, and they also made games like The Evil Within and games like that as well. And I believe also Ghostwire Tokyo as well. I think that was them as well. I think I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure they also did Ghostwire Tokyo. Now, this discussion has to be had, guys. I mean, like, it's really insane that Arcane Austin is being shut down. I mean, yeah, Redfall, I'm gonna admit there are some problems with the game, but I thought that the game was okay. I think the hate for Redfall is just absolutely out of this world. I really don't think that the game is that bad at all. But yeah, again, we need to have this conversation. Is Microsoft bad for the video games industry? I mean, Activision used to do this as well. There was a developer, Radical Entertainment. They used to make a lot of really cool games. Like they made The Simpsons Hit and Run. They made Hulk Ultimate Destruction. And then they also made a game called Prototype. And then after that, they made Prototype 2, a sequel to that, and they ended up shutting them down. So Microsoft is basically doing the same thing. They also closed down Lionhead Studios as well, the same people who did Fable. So I mean, this is a part of Microsoft's DNA, really, just to buy studios and then shut them down, or like buy studios and just not have them do anything interesting. They did the same thing with Rare as well. Like, I mean, sure they didn't shut down Rare, but like the only real game that they have made is Sea of Thieves. Like, Sea of Thieves, since they've been with Microsoft, that's like the only game that they made, and it's really a shame here that Microsoft is buying up all these studios, and a studio like Tango Gameworks. This is actually really sad because I am a huge fan of The Evil Within. I've always wanted to see The Evil Within 3, right? I haven't played the second one. I'll be the first to admit it, but I was really excited to play The Evil Within 3, and now it's just probably never going to happen. The Microsoft has so many IPs under their belt. I don't know, maybe they can be like, oh, we're going to make The Evil Within 3 with another developer or whatever, but it's so yeah. Ghostwire Tokyo is actually developed by Tango Gameworks as well, which is actually a pretty interesting game. I mean, I played a little bit of it, and it really reminds me of the game that you're seeing in the background right now. Actually, kind of reminds me of like a first-person Jade Empire, sort of. I mean, it's not exactly the same thing or whatever, but it has similar sort of combat, right? So that's pretty cool. But like seriously, the conversation has to be had: is Microsoft bad for the games industry? And I would say yes. I mean, I am a huge Xbox fan. Okay, I have an Xbox Series X. I owned like some previous Xbox systems as well, the Xbox One X and also the Xbox uh, One S as well, those ones. But really, guys, like, this is so sad because, like I said, we're probably never going to see The Evil Within 3. We're never going to see Ghostwire Tokyo 2 unless Microsoft gives those games to other developers. It's not happening. And it's just absolutely insane that they're just going to be buying up these studios and then shutting them down like a couple of years later. Like, What are they going to be doing with Double Fine? Like, are we actually going to be seeing a Psychonauts 3? Are we actually going to be seeing a Brutal Legend 2? Is this going to happen with Double Fine as well? This is so concerning because not only is this happening to their studios that they just acquired, they've done this in the past before, like I said before, with Lionhead Studios, the developers of Fable. This is just really a sad situation all around. Microsoft is really struggling right now to even release a game. Like, I mean, I know Senua's Sacrifice 2 is going to be coming out soon or whatever. Or Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, sorry. But this is unbelievable. It truly is. I mean, if Microsoft is just going to be buying game studios and then shutting them down, don't buy any more game studios. And this is why we need to have more regulations in gaming, okay? If Microsoft can just go ahead and buy Activision and then just shut down Activision, like, why? Like, and here is what I don't understand, guys. Hi-Fi Rush was literally said to be a success. So, what is happening here? Like, maybe Ghostwire Tokyo didn't do very good and they spent way too much money making that game. I'm not 100% sure, but it really is a shame. And you know what? When it comes to Microsoft, they don't have any games right now. So this whole rumor, I know there's a rumor started by Jez Corden, right? That said that all of the Xbox Series X games are going to be going to PlayStation, right? So if they're actually going to be going to PlayStation, I mean, this is what they have to do at this point because no one is buying an Xbox. Microsoft keeps shutting down game studios. They bought Double Fine, like again, where's Psychonauts 3? We don't have any announcement, nothing. Brutal Legend 2. Like they have so many game studios, but like they're not even working on anything. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Like it really is. And I really hope that, Microsoft can come back, but I gotta say, yes, they are bad for the gaming industry if they're just going to be buying up these studios and just going ahead and shutting them down. Like, a game like The Evil Within, okay, The Evil Within was such a cool game. It was like kind of like Resident Evil 4, like in the modern times, right? It had like a filmic kind of atmosphere. It was so cool, right? And that kind of like atmosphere in a game is like perfect, man. But the thing is that we'll probably never get to see an atmosphere like that in a video game for a very long time because Tango is a very unique type of game studio, right? So, and then also Ghostwire Tokyo, also with Arkane as well, Redfall. I mean, I people they don't like Redfall that much, but I personally did enjoy it. I think Redfall is a pretty good game. I have no gripes with it. I mean, yeah, sure, I have issues with it, but I don't think it's like, oh, it's so bad that no one can play it. And I really should just make a video about Redfall because I really like the game. I mean, sure. I mean, if you guys want to tell me, oh, I don't know what good games are because I like Redfall, that's fine. I don't have any problem with that. But when it comes to this game here, guys, like, we have to remember, okay? We have to remember that when these games came out, they were being developed in the time of COVID as well. So, I mean, that's probably what happened. I know people say that's an excuse, but they're developing from home. It's very difficult to develop from home. So yeah. But with Arcane, I gotta say that a game like Prey or a game like Redfall, like Prey was pretty well received, I would say. And then also Redfall, so if you have Redfall, guys, I mean the game is not going to be updated anymore. They stopped development and all that stuff. So, all right, guys. I mean, tell me your thoughts down below. Is Microsoft bad for the games industry? I would have to say yes again, but yeah. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, have a good one. Peace.